Good morning, listeners, viewers all over the place. Welcome to the Lady Indians Volleyball Tournament here in Winnebago, Nebraska. My name's Trina Solomon Carnes, and I will be commentating along with my partner, Willie Bass, once he gets here. First match for this morning is between the Winnebago Lady Indians and the Omaha Nation Lady Chiefs. Starting lineups for the Lady Indians are Breezy Tralia, Danny Harlan, Sierra Vargas, Nadia Bass, Callie Wolfleader, and Mimi K. Dozel. Starting lineup for the Chiefs is Tylisha McCauley, Taylise McCauley, Paris Parker, Michael Parker, Desma Walker, and Daleen Walker. Winnebago starts off with the serve. Omaha Nation gets a chance at the ball and they score a point. Service to Omaha Nation. Also participating in today's tournament are the Walhill Lady Blue Jays and the Santee Lady Warriors. Back to serve for the Lady Chiefs is Tylis McCauley, or Taylise. Sorry, I should be asking for that spelling or saying those names, but kind of running on Indian time here. Double hit call on Omaha Nation, which gives Winnebago the point and the serve. Back to serve for Winnebago is Nadia Bass. Floating serves deep, received by the Chiefs, who return, push the ball back over to Winnebago. Wolfleader with a hit over to Omaha Nation. Gives them a chance. Spike by Michael Parker is good. Back to serve for Omaha Nation, number 10, Desma Walker. Service is out. Point Winnebago. Their serve. Omaha Nation giving a chance. Pushing on a 2, back over to Winnebago to set up. Wolfleader. Omaha Nation with the score off a spike by Parker. Winnebago unable to control that. Number 5, Michael Parker back to serve. Only a sophomore, it says. Winnebago received that serve, unable to get a setup, and point Omaha Nation. Ace serve for Parker gives Omaha Nation the lead 5-2 in this first set of this first game for the Winnebago tournament. Serve is good and over. Wolfleader to set up Dozel. Miscommunication. Calls in a lift call on Winnebago. Point Omaha Nation. Parker with a floating jump serve to Winnebago. Winnebago sets up Wolfleader slightly out. Point Omaha Nation. And Parker continued to serve for Omaha Nation. Received by Harlan to Tralia to Harlan with a deep spike in the back row, which is good for Winnebago. Point Winnebago 3-7. With Dozel to serve, we have our first sub for Winnebago. Earth in for Tralia. Omaha Nation giving a free ball to Winnebago, which Vargas pushes over on the second hit. Bass to receive that pass. Dozel to Harlan. Harlan to deep. Okay, line judge says that was in, but refs are calling that hit out. Point Omaha Nation. Back to serve is Walker. Daleen Walker. Twins. Setting up Tylisha McCauley, who Spikes and received by Winnebago, getting a chance at it. Walker to McCauley and back to Walker. Now Lady Chiefs have 4 of their 6 starters who are sisters, one of which is a set of twins, another are senior sophomore combo McCauley. So that's pretty cool. One family or 2 families have. Oh, sorry, point for Omaha Nation. That gives us a score of 10-3. And I'm kind of waiting for us to wake up here. It's a little early game. We gotta be ready to play volleyball at any time of the day, night. Pass from Bass to Dozel. Spike to Harlan, slightly out in the back row. And LaPointe, Coach LaPointe's taking a timeout for Winnebago. The score is Winnebago 3, Omaha Nation 11 in this first set. Now we have Winnebago fans all over South Dakota and Nebraska today. The Winnebago boys football team traveling to St. Francis for a football game today at 3 o'clock Central Time, which is their first game in 2 weeks because they had a bye week last week. And down, I do believe it's in Pender, we have the junior high volleyball team battling it out. Both our A and B teams. I think they started at 9 o'clock as well. So as fans are trickling in, we're about to start our service from Omaha Nation to Winnebago. Bass to receive a spike, and a little miscommunication results in a point for Omaha Nation. Daleen Walker, sophomore, still serving for Omaha Nation. Received by Wolf Leader. A little error on the receiving of that serve. Walker back to serve again. Bass handles that to Dozel. Dozel to Wolf Leader, over with the tip. Winnebago gets the ball back over on a bump from Vargas. Harlan with a dig on a spike from McCauley. And a mishandle by McCauley on that return from Harlan. Double contact results in a point for Winnebago. Score is now 4-13. Vargas back to serve for Winnebago. Received by Walker to McCauley. Dole's over to serve for our spike for Winnebago. Bass to get the ball over back, push back to Omaha Nation. Omaha Nation gives a free ball to Winnebago. Dozel to set up Wolf Leader. Walker digs that spike by Wolf Leader. McCauley gets a spike at it. Harlan gets a dig. Tip by Earth, resulting in a point for Winnebago. And we put it on the guest side. Should be 5-13. Or maybe I got that wrong. Never question the scoring table. They know what they're doing. So score is 4-14. I don't know what happened now where Omaha Nation gets to serve, but that's what it is. Received by Harlan to Dozel, back to, I think Dozel wanted that set to be for Harlan, but Bass is the one who got the hand on it, and it went into the net. Paris Parker back to serve for Omaha Nation. And that gives them 16 to Winnebago's 4. Parker's serve into the net. Winnebago rotates, which gives Wolf Leader the opportunity to serve for the first time. Serve is good, received by Walker to Parker to McCauley, who spikes the ball out, resulting .6 for Winnebago, 16 Omaha Nation. For those of you joining us, I'd like to recognize some of our live stream sponsors while the game's going on, just so I get this in before I forget. Thank you to TB Customs, Ho Chunk Farms, Savannah Berlin Photography and Design, Ho Chunk Incorporated, Supreme Design, Avery Brothers Sign Company, Big Time Cleaning LLC, Winnebago Comprehensive Healthcare System, and Little Priest Tribal College. We also have listeners tuning in on KWTN 100.9, the big voice, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska out of Allen, Nebraska. Back to the action here in Winnebago. We have a score of 17-7. Omaha Nation is up on Winnebago in this first set for the first game. And Winnebago gets the serve back. And it looks like Earth is back to serve. Service is out. Tralia back in for Earth. And Talys McCauley back to serve. Received by Wolf Leader to Tralia to Harlan. Tip over. Wolf Leader to Tralia gets the ball pushed over on the 2 hit. Michael Parker with a hit from the middle, spike, resulted in a point for Omaha Nation. Score is now 20-8 in this first set. Just a bit outside. Gives Bass the opportunity to serve for the Lady Indians. Serves good. And ace serve for Nadia Bass. Point Winnebago. The score is 10-20 now. Bass's serve received by Omaha Nation, who sets up nobody because the setter hit the ball on the second hit. Scoring a point for Omaha Nation. We have our first sub. In for number 4 is number 24, Makisha Snow? Makisha. Senior. In for the Lady Chiefs. Walker back to serve. Bass receives that. The pass goes back over to Omaha Nation. Dozel to Vargas. Vargas to Harlan. And the ball's out. Desmond Walker back to serve for Omaha Nation. Received by Bass. Bass to Tralia. Sets up Wolf Leader in the back row. Into the net for the Lady Indians. Giving Omaha Nation a chance at the set point for this first set, 24-10. Walker serve, and it's called a lift by the refs in the back row. First set goes to Omaha Lady Chiefs. Still early out there. Where is everybody? Including my co-commentator. This is not easy. Doing this by yourself is not easy. It's better when you can play off another person and you can go back and forth talking, because I feel like I'm just talking to nobody because there ain't nobody saying nothing when I'm done talking. And I'm somebody who's kind of used to just watching volleyball and cheering for it. So when I'm watching the game, I kind of get too into looking at it. And I'm not even remembering who these girls are and their names. Even for our own team. But here we are. We're going to get through it regardless. I think Winnebago just needs to wake up a little bit. It's still kind of early. One set loss is not that difficult to come back from. We play best of 5. First team to win 3 sets wins the match. So there's plenty of game left. So if I was Winnebago, I'd focus on just kind of not letting that first set get them down. Stay smiling, keeping them heads up, getting good passes to the setter, which gives the hitter the best opportunity at scoring a point for your team. Omaha Nation looks like they were ready to get out there and do the thing that they just did. Reset that scoreboard. Shout out to all the fans in attendance right now, though. You're the real ones because you're here physically. And those of you that are double dutying it because you have both kids playing for volleyball, football. Shout out to you for being able to make it to your kids' games because it's hard when you have more than one kid in different sports. We're about to start this second set with Omaha Nation getting the chance to serve once the ref gets the lineup check done. She's just confirming with the score table that everybody's right in the spots and that's who's starting and whatnot. Back to serve for Lady Chiefs is Taylise McCauley, sophomore. Serve is received by Wolf Leader, and Trelia doesn't get an opportunity to set it. Point Omaha Nation. McCauley back to serve. Service error into the net. Point Winnebago. And Trelia will be first to serve. And out. Service error. Point Omaha Nation. Scores 2-1. Walker. Desmond Walker back to serve. Received by Wolf Leader to Trelia. Trelia to Harlan. Harlan spike. Harlan's trying to get into that back corner, just going a little bit out. I'm not too sure if it's thinking that it will go too far off her hand or whatnot, but serve by Walker is a serve point to Omaha Nation. Walker's serve received by Winnebago. They get a chance to get it over. Just a little short on that. Walker serve it again. Received by Wolf Leader. Chased down by sub Decora. And point Omaha Nation. Score is now 6-1 in the second set. And a serve by Walker. Wolf Leader wasn't able to get her hand under it. Looks like she's thinking the ball's gonna go a little bit deeper than what it did. Timeout, Winnebago. As Coach LaPointe's giving her team some encouraging words and little tips of advice on how to adjust and change the direction of this set. I keep reminding everybody, it's early. It's kind of early. And sometimes when you get used to playing only at nighttime or only practicing in the afternoon, your body's not used to it at this hour. So sometimes that's what ends up happening in these cases. And that ball is served out. Timeout was used correctly, giving Winnebago the opportunity to serve. Decoro subs back out for Vargas. Bass is back to serve. Serve received by McCauley to Parker to Walker, who pushes the ball over. Grant to Tralia to Harlan, who has no choice but to punch that ball over, resulting in the ball going out. Omaha Nation subbing in. Talia Spears in for Michael Parker, and number 24 Snow in for Parker. Talia Spears' serve is good, received by Grant. Grant to Tralia. Tralia to Vargas. Bump over to Omaha Nation. McCauley setting up Walker. Spike by Walker is good. Point Omaha Nation. Score is 9-2. Spears back to serve again. Grant's receiving of that serve into the net. Tralia got the ball and Grant had a chance at it, but it went into the net. Service to Omaha Nation. Bass to receive, Harlan, and then to Vargas. With a push over, resulting in a point for Winnebago. Harlan back to serve. McCauley pushed the ball over, serve receive, or from that serve. Oh, Vargas with the spike. It's over, back to Winnebago. Dolzel push back over to Omaha Nation. They get it over. Harlan to Tralia, and just a little too close to another Winnebago Indians player. She's not able to get the ball over. Point Omaha Nation. 11-3 is the score. Walker to serve. And that's a serve for Daylene Walker. Only sophomores the Twins are. 2 more years. A serve. Scores now 13-3. Walker serve to Harlan. Pass to the center was a little off. Point Omaha Nation. 14-3 is the score. Walker back to serve. Received by Bass. Bass to Tralia. Tralia to Dolzel with the bump over. McCauley spike received, but pass is unable to be used by Winnebago. Point Omaha Nation. Walker serve again to Harlan. Harlan to Vargas. Vargas to Dolzel, who bumps the ball back over. Walker gets a chance at the deep spike, and it's out in that back corner. Point Winnebago. The score is now 4-15 in the second set. Tralia subs out for Earth, who is now in the game. Dolzel back to serve, and it went into the net. Point Omaha Nation. Tanisha McCauley back to serve. Received by Harlan. Harlan to Dolzel. Dolzel to Wolf Leader. Tips it over. And it results in a point. Winnebago. Vargas back to serve. Received by McCauley. Who gets a spike? Harlan to get that spike up. Wolf leader, Earth, and refs are calling double contact on Earth. And we're subbing Michael Parker back into the game for Spears. And Snow had an opportunity to serve, and it went into the net. Point Winnebago. Wolf leader back to serve for the Indians. Serve is out. Omaha Nation's turn at it. Scores 18-6. Serve received by Earth to Dozel to Harlan. Gets it over. Walker set to the net. Tip by Walker. Dozel to set up Harlan. And Harlan's trying to hit that back right corner. Just a little bit out. Served by number 2 McCauley is out. Earth back to serve for Winnebago. Earth's serve is good, giving Winnebago a chance at the net, who pushes back over. Harlan with the tip. Dozel to Bass to tip over to Omaha Nation. And mishandle by Omaha Nation, resulting in point for Winnebago. Scores 8-19. Earth back to serve. Omaha Nation getting a spike at it. It's over. Earth digs that to Dozel. Dozel to Wolf leader. And it's out. Score is now 20-8. Trelia back in for Earth. Back to serve is Walker for the Lady Chiefs. Wolf leader to Dozel. Dozel to Harlan. And it's over. Michael Parker to Walker. Spike. Blocked by Bass and Harlan. And Walker's spike tooled off the block, giving Omaha Nation the point. Wolf leader unable to handle that deep serve by Walker. Point Omaha Nation. 22-8 is the score in the second set. Walker's serve. Looks like they found the spot they want to serve it to. Service error again by Winnebago. Or well, receive error. Sorry. Walker changing her position on the court to serve the ball. Received by Harlan, giving Traley a chance to set up Harlan with the tip, and it's good. Harlan found that open spot, seeing that double block coming up, knew they were jumping up at the same time to get her, and found that open space. Bass back to serve for Winnebago. McCauley to McCauley, and it's over, giving Harlan a chance at the ball. She spikes it. Omaha Nation receives and pushes back over. Trelia to Harlan. Harlan deep into that back right corner. Gets Omaha Nation to get a chance at that ball, who they end up doing. They hit that ball out. Bass back to serve again. Received by Walker to Parker to Walker. Wolf leader. Trelia. Dozel. Parker. Walker. McCauley. Couldn't get it over. Point Winnebago. Scores now 11-23. Bass on a little serving run here. Ball's over. Received by McCauley to Walker to McCauley, over to Wolf leader to Trelia to Vargas, who tipped, and Unable to do anything with it. Point Winnebago. Timeout, Omaha Nation. All right, second set acknowledgement of our live stream sponsors. Thankful for them. TB Customs, Avery Brothers Sign Company, Big Time LLC, Little Priest Tribal College, Winnebago Comprehensive Healthcare System, Supreme Detailing, Ho Chunk Incorporated, Ho Chunk Farms, and Savannah Berlin Photo and Design. Let's also give a shout out to our listeners on KWTN 100.9, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe out of Allen, Nebraska. Thank you for tuning in, giving us some of your time this morning. Sorry if I'm not giving you the best listening experience, but I hope I'm doing enough for you to catch on to what's going on here. At least you can know the score, and at least you know who's serving. At least you know who's spiking the ball. That's about as good as it gets here with me, folks. Bass back to keep the serving alive for Winnebago. And received by McCauley to Walker. Back to McCauley, over to Winnebago, from Bass to Tralia, Tralia to Dozel. Dozel with the spike received by Walker to McCauley, Tralia, Dozel, Harlan. And refs calling double hit on Omaha Nation's set. We stay serving with Nadia Bass. Score is 13-23, y'all. Serves good. Parker to Walker. Found a little opening between the front and back row. Kind of like that coverage area zone. There was no opportunity to get at it. I mean, back to serve is Spears with the match point, and it's served out. Point Winnebago scores 14-24 in the second set. Harlan gets an opportunity to bring Bago back. Her serve's good to Walker, from Parker to Walker, and spike into the net. 15-24 is the score. A serve by Harlan. Received by McCauley. Other McCauley to Walker. And refs are calling that touch. And I said it's like best of 5, but I forgot this is a tournament, so they only do best of 3. So with that, Omaha Nation closes this one out in the first game. Score for the second set, 25-16. I don't know how this works. Do we take a pause right now? Yeah? Okay. We'll be back with that next game, y'all. Hopefully I'll have a little bit more help and give you a little bit more of an entertaining listening experience. But we will be back.
We're proud of the dedication you put into the game.
Being a student athlete takes commitment.
But check that order.
Student athlete.
Commit to the classroom first.
Did you know Ho Chunk Inc. offers enrichment programs for high school students? The Academic Development Program provides grants to visit colleges and other academic organizations. For more information, visit hochunkinc.com.
Use your resources, stay in the game.
I think what makes Ho-Chunk Inc. very unique is the model that we follow as a social economic corporation. And it's very different from most corporations because most corporations are profit driven for their shareholders. And Ho-Chunk Inc. is driven on how we can affect our community.
You know, there's this whole 40 acres of land where we see the new village place where there's a lot of housing and commercial areas that exist now. That wasn't here 25 whatever years ago. Having gone from that to what you see today as a tribal member, as a community member, it's inspiring to see how much Ho-Chunk Inc. has given back to the Winnebago community.
And it helps give you a little bit of pride in your work. You're not just working for the dollar, you're working to better people's lives.
The best part about coming to work is definitely the people that I work with. Ho-Chunk Inc. is a very fun place to work at. We were talking about this, right?
You get to feel like you're a part of a family. You're not just a number in a line, and you're not just showing up to do your job and go home, but really to be a part of this community and a part of this family.
Building long-lasting relationships with coworkers is pretty important. I mean, because if you don't like the people you're working with, it's just a day job then. It's just a paycheck.
You know, Ho-Chunk Inc., they really welcome everyone. You know, it's a big open family. Regardless of being a tribal member or not, they'll find the talent. You know, they'll see what you can do, and I really do appreciate the diversity.
Something that's also really cool about Ho-Chunk Inc. is that they offer a lot of different positions in a lot of different fields. We have everything from IT to real estate to human resources, business management.
Ho-Chunk Inc. offers opportunities to anyone and everyone. It's not just the higher level management positions. There's entry level jobs that'll only get your foot in the doorstep for potential growth.
If a community member was considering applying for a job with Ho-Chunk, I would tell them to apply because I think that every role within the organization makes an impact on the community, and every role is just as important.
There's so many opportunities within the company, all over different areas, different businesses. So whatever you're considering or thinking about getting into, Ho-Chunk Inc. definitely provides opportunity for everybody.
Seeing how much the community has grown along with the company and seeing some of those investments really start to pay off has been a real transformation in the last 10 years, and I suspect an even bigger transformation over the next 10 years.
I feel like Ho-Chunk Inc. is going to continue to grow and continue to expand in ways that we can't even think of right now. And it's really exciting to be a part of that whole mission and that whole journey, and to be right there working with the whole engine itself of Ho-Chunk Inc. That's something I take great pride in.